Good afternoon and welcome back to Cheryl's Kitchen. I'm Charlie Niner. I host this show, I write this show, and I produce this show. As a warning, my subjects tend to deal with violence and death, and so listener or viewer discretion is advised. Today I want to speak about the Russian people. They are super resilient, and I'll lay out my reasons why very shortly. This is in no way disrespecting any other ethnicity who are probably just as resilient as these people. But the Russians are fascinating. So let's see what they've survived. They've survived reforms. How many countless reforms have they survived? Quite often these reforms lead to being arrested and placed in a gulag or a re-education camp, or worse. They've survived the Oprichniki, which were a group that were invented or formed by Ivan the Terrible, and what they did was terrorize the people. They have survived the Cheka, which was formed by Lenin, and they terrorized the people. They survived the NKVD, who are a forerunner to the KGB, and both of those have terrorized the people. The KGB's motto, by the way, was sword and shield of the party. All these people terrorized the party, or terrorized the people. However, the people have survived. They've survived purges, and the worst one, I think, was probably done by Stalin in the 1930s. Incidentally, his reforms during that time resulted in millions starving to death, mostly in the Ukraine. And if you want to look up the Ukrainian starvation in the 30s, it was nasty, it was horrible, and the Ukrainians have a good case. Russians have also survived wars. The two ones that I want to focus on or just have a brief look at are Napoleon, who thought he could take Russia in the 1800s, and then there was Hitler in 1941, launched a war against Russia. Both of them were wrong, terribly wrong. World War II, or the Great Patriotic War as the Russians like to know it, saw the USSR, or the Soviet Union, suffer 30 million casualties. They've survived the monarchy until 1917. They survived the communists till 1990 or so. And by the way, the communists were just as bad, if not worse, than most other dictatorships in the world. And since about 2000 or so, Mr. Putin and his gang of thieves have been in charge of Russia. Democracy has never really had a chance in Russia because it was hijacked by that very same man and his oligarchs to rule Russia. I have no doubt in my mind that once Mr. Putin is gone, the Russian people will continue to be there and continue to be as resilient as ever. This is a short version today, so I'll conclude now. So everybody be careful, drive safely, and keep your stick on the ice.